Welcome back to Chi Special TV. Hello guys, please support my YouTube channel by clicking the by subscribing to my YouTube channel, please. Thank you for doing that. Now we want to talk about Blue Squad. Analyzing this game. What did I see in the last game? I saw a team that did very well, but I need to analyze some certain aspect because I was not able to drop the video. Of course, we did that in our company Evo Sport. So now, watch out. The goalkeeper Williams, he was not troubled that much, but he did well. But I think he need to up his game. He need to try to be diving faster. So if I have to give Williams a pass mark, maybe 6/10. So now coming to the defense line, Ndamani and Ime Okon, they did well, play for the very first time. Ndamani is not a starter in Bafana team. Ime Okon playing his first game, so definitely there will be a little bit of lapses. But then combining well, but they were a bit nervous. But what I love most in that defense line was Ndamani's performance. Ndamani played well. Those long balls from the defense line to the attack, Ndamani did that very well. Exactly what Mbukazi did during the AFCON. So pass mark for him. Ime Okon was a little bit shaking. He was trying to impress Ugo at all course, Then Ugo said, why don't you kick these balls out of the stadium if possible? You don't need to impress anybody, You don't need to be playing short passes because you want to show that you can kick the ball. No, at some certain point as a center back, you come very hard, or when you spot that danger, kick the ball very far. So, but that is why I love Mbukazi. Mbukazi is not scared of losing. In fact, he's not scared of hitting the ball out of the stadium. So now, Mudau and Modiba, they played well. Especially Modiba did more in that game by playing more attacking passes. But what I need to talk about, what I observe is that most time Modiba and Mudau, they get lost, they get carried away by opponent attacking play. Sometimes when the opponent is attacking Bafana, if you watch Modiba and Mudau's position, they get too quick and too fast to go and join the pressing most time and forget their position, forget the man they are marking. And most times if you watch, what the opponent is actually looking is how to displace you from that line, how to displace your defensive shape. If you watch the shape of Bafana in that game, because the experience of Mbukazi was not there, no Ndezana, no CBC. So sometimes when they are trying to attack them, they quickly shape Bafana, they quickly draw them closer. When somebody is having food and is trying to tell you, he wants you to leave your seat, he's trying to tell you, come and take, and then you are looking at this thing, you are not patient enough, then you rush to take the food, the person will draw you back. By the time he's drawing you, he is drawing the food back, you are leaving your position. So leaving your position, another person without the ball is making use of that position that you are leaving. That was exactly what they were doing to the defense line there. So you don't need to be too quick to leave your position, because the man without the ball is more dangerous than the man with the ball. That man with the ball is actually waiting to outwit 2 or 3 players so that he can create chances and pass the ball to that man without the ball. So Mudau and Modiba need to learn that. They need to know that if they want to defend, if they need to cover inside their 18-yard, because anywhere you are holding the ball, you must still come back to the 18-yard box if you want to score the game. So in the midfield, Bafana and Sitole did not gel well for me again, just like the AFCON. They didn't gel well for me. Tembazwane playing more in front of them. Why you did not see the best of Tembazwane is because Sitole and Mokoena did not gel well. So if you want the best out of Tembazwane, you need to change the formation of Mokoena and Sitole. You need to change that formation so that you can bring the best out of Tembazwane. Now, coming to the up front, Moremi, I've said it during Pirate game that anytime I'm watching Pirate game, I look, or Sundowns game, I look beyond the league, I look beyond the team. I am looking forward to the World Cup because I want to know how, if Moremi cannot convert 3-4 chances in a game in the PSL, the way he's having so much chances, then how will he do that in the World Cup? And then this thing played out as well too in this game against Panama, because many chances he can shoot aimlessly. Moremi can high press, Moremi can shoot, Moremi can run around the field. He has the energy. But Moremi need to be calm whenever he finds himself in that 18-yard ball. That is when he should always look up so that he can see the position of the goalkeeper and see if he's in the best position to shoot or to pass the ball to his teammate. That is how you know professional players, so that you will not be wasting opportunities. Look at the goal that Panama scored. The Barcelona saw that chance, just one mistake from South Africa, and he made sure he buried that chance, and they got that one goal. Imagine this is a World Cup, and South Africa played better than them in that game. So, but because they were not able to convert chances, the match ended in 1-1. Apple is more composed. I love his play. I love his energy. I love how he always try to create something out of nothing, which is very, very good. Foster, I don't know what Foster. This is sometimes when you come to national team or club football, there are some players that you and I can see that they have nothing to offer physically on the field, but sometimes their relationship with the coach sometimes matter. So you don't know the relationship Hugo Bruce is having with Foster, why he keeps playing Foster. Left for me on the field of play, statistically, maybe Foster will not be the starting player for Bafana. Sometimes these coaches trust this player so much that outside the field of play, there are more to this player, there are more to their relationship that make these players to still be on the list, not just being on the list, starting game. So sometimes get justified, while sometimes they have to regret the decision. But then again, now coming to the next game, the return leg against Panama, which should take place in Cape Town. If you ask me, if you want the best out of Themba Zwane, do you know what to do? What to do is play Mokoena and either Mbokazi. Mbokazi can make use of the ball. Mbokazi is strong physically. Mbokazi can hold on to the ball very well, even from that center back. So if you want to continue with your center back based on that it's a friendly game, you can play Mbokazi in that middle with Mokoena. While Ime Okon and Damani are marking and pressing from that defense line, Mbokazi and Mokoena also from that midfield have that energy to marshal that midfield. That will afford Themba Zwane more luxury in that midfield, to afford Themba Zwane more space and time to make use of the ball, to use his strength to play. But if you don't play, then it must not necessarily be Mbokazi, maybe Mokoena and J.D. Adams or Talente Mbata. If you play two of them in that midfield, they will have that responsibility. This is our senior man. This man is very skillful. He can make use of the ball. He's 36 years old. His highest strength is to make use of the ball, not to high press. So both of us can have the mindset that, okay, you Talente Mbata or you let's mark and collect the ball. Anytime we have the ball, let's give to Themba Zwane. Let's Themba Zwane make use of the ball. Players, these things happen in football club. If you see Modric when he was in Madrid, now AC Milan. If you see Fernandez in Manchester United, these are this kind of play. If you see a quality, if you see that quality of some of these players, you have to add players that can complement that quality. So you need to play 2 DM that can cover more grasses on the field of play, so that these guys can have more time and more space to play. Then coming on the left hand side, you can play Mofokeng, even though Ugobu said Mofokeng should be mainly used from that midfield. If you play Mofokeng from that side, then play Apolis from the other side, maybe you are starting Makopa or Foster. But I believe Mofokeng with Themba Zwane can play together, because why? Mofokeng can hold on to the ball. He's a very skillful player too. Then Zwane too can hold on to the ball, very skillful too. Then why the Mofokeng too can press? He still have that energy. Just a young 21 years old. So if the dance will become more of South African strength is possessing the ball, holding the ball and creating chances. So if you play players who will not be out of position, who can come together, collect passes, 2-3 passes, they will create chances and score. But Moremi is a player that loves to run too much. So if he is not running, he will not be in the game and he can play out of position. So this is what I feel in the team. So, but then aside from that, they have a very good team. They need to try 1 or 2 other players, maybe in the second half as well too. Then, if you are bringing in Themba Zwane in the 60th minute, you cannot push in Mofokeng into the midfield to continue and bring in maybe Moremi also to cover up that side. So that is a very good tactics too. But I hope Ugo Bruce can listen to me as well too. One love. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. Thank you very much.